What's going on, squad? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, I'm joined by my clients for Podchats. This is a coaching call that I do with my clients that are making anywhere between $5,000 and $25,000 a month. Now, before we get into today's podcast, I did want to let you guys know of something that Cole and I are doing that's going to be fucking sick. It's called the Content to Cash Challenge. Instagram algorithm has definitely shifted in 2026. And right now, my Instagram in the last 30 days has generated over 50 million views, 50 million views. And we're going to pull back the curtain and show you guys some of the stuff that we are currently doing to grow and scale on social media. So if you're interested in joining the Content to Cash Challenge, just send me a DM on Instagram and let me know that you heard about it from the podcast. And if you're on the 10K Mastermind Podchats, I'll drop the link in the chat. You guys definitely should get a ticket. It's going to be fucking sick. Highly recommend. And yes, this is my cozy ghost hoodie, Dana, and it is fucking very comfortable and I like it very much so. All right, without further ado, let's have some fun, guys. Hopefully you guys have questions and hopefully I have answers that don't suck. Let's do it. Fucking what's up, Coach Danae? Tell me some wins.
Hey there, how you doing, Brian?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, I'm doing well. So quick win would be that this week I have 5 calls booked, so excited about those opportunities. So 2 quick questions for you. All right, the first one is, I just found out that there's some major shifts happening in my life, so I am expecting. And so with
Congratulations.
that, thank you. And so with that, right, there's a lot of fear that comes with that because I've gotten to a place in my business that is really good, I'm proud of, and I want to be able to maintain that going into this new season. So any recommendations on shifts that maybe Kirsten did that you felt were advantageous to her during the pregnancy? And then my second question is about my 4-day challenge.
What's your revenue on a monthly basis right now, Danae?
Reoccurring right now is at 3K.
Yeah.
And last month I hit 9.5. So anywhere between 9 and 10 is what I've been doing the past 3 months.
Okay. I'll give you what I think you should do. So here's what I think you should do is I think you should prioritize getting your recurring over 10K. That'd be the first priority that I would have because then automatically you're going to start the month at 10K and you don't have to have any stress. So that would be priority number 1. If I was Danae and I had your business, I'd be focusing on that for the next 3 months. That means for the next couple months, your income might be a little bit lower than you're used to. Like it might be like 6K, 7K, 8K. But if you're stacking your recurring and it's getting bigger every month, that is the ultimate goal.
Okay.
Second thing I would do, and the reason I would get my recurring to 10K, Danae, is because I think you absolutely must have a support coach to help you out when you're in the middle of the transition. Because you doing all of your own clients, you doing all of your own check-ins, all of your own meal plans with no support at all on the back end. I know how hard that's going to be when you have a newborn baby and she's 1 week old, 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. So having some support with that on the back end, in my opinion, would be a must. And that is why I would focus on getting your recurring to 10K so that you could do that, have somebody on your team for like $1,000 a month, and you wouldn't even blink twice about it because your recurring is over 10K.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So get my recurring up. And then the second thing is, I just launched the marketing for my 4-day challenge on Monday. And so far I've had 4 people sign up. So I did use the name of the challenge that people voted for. I'm just wondering if there's something missing in my marketing or in the challenge name, maybe that's not causing it to pop off as well as I'd like it to.
How many posts have you made about it?
I made the carousel post on Monday, and then I've been posting about it on my story every day.
Okay.
But I haven't made any other in-feed posts about it.
Okay. On the people that voted on the Instagram story, did you send them a message?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they didn't reply?
They said they were interested, and then I sent them the information. And so it's just a matter of me following up with them because one or a couple haven't responded, but the ones that did are the ones that signed up for them.
Yeah. So I would say like when does your 4-day challenge start?
Monday.
So you literally have 4 days to fill it completely. So I would just aggressively attack it with your marketing. So I'd be posting about it twice a day, whether that's once on your feed and once in your stories every day. And then I would be sending out 50 to 100 DMs per day to people that just say, hey, Danae, ! I'm running a free 4-day XYZ challenge starting next Monday period, interested ? Anybody that says yes, I would send them the infographic and be like, it's going to be 4 days where I'm going to teach you XYZ. You in, they say yes, then I'd send them the type form.
Mm-hmm. Okay, understood. Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Congratulations on 5 sales calls and congratulations on being expecting.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Danae. Good to see you. What's up, Cameron? My boy.
Why you legend?
I already know what your wins are because you sent it to me on Facebook, which I absolutely love, and congratulations, but tell everyone.
Yeah, mate, we hit 40K this month, which is just fucking wild. I don't know how. And with no team, like one dude as a little accountability coach who's a legend, but yeah, just me. So yeah, wild. I've never Like I've had a gym for 14 years and I've never experienced this sort of momentum where there's just so many referrals coming in from people and I'm not spending any money on marketing or anything. It's just fucking awesome.
I love
So
that.
yeah, very
Congratulations.
appreciative, mate, to you, Cole and Janelle and Kenny and fucking Alex and everyone, because yeah, there's zero chance I could have done any of this shit without you guys.
I appreciate you, bro. Congratulations. And I'm fucking proud of you. Well done.
Thanks, B. So, mate, 2 questions. First one, I'm assuming you've got some clients in Abu Dhabi. I sent an email from Stripe saying you have, reached a certain cap of making money and now you've got to pay us tax. And I was like, fucking what? And apparently it's a digital products thing. I spoke to my accountant and he was like, just fucking ignore it. I just wondered if you'd had any experience in that whatsoever.
Your business is set up in Dubai?
No. It's set up in Sydney, but apparently they want to get a clip of the revenue that you're making. And I've only got 2 clients out there. It's not like I'm fucking raking it in from Abu Dhabi. But apparently, yeah, they want sort of their VAT GST equivalent. And yeah, Stripe sent me an email.
Yeah, I personally have never experienced that. I don't want to speak on that and give you bad advice that would fuck you. But what I would say, because I don't want my advice to fuck you. What I will say is if that came from Stripe, it's like, dude, like I would consider changing payment processors. I changed payment processors a minute ago and I've never looked back. So I would look into WAP. And if you send me a DM on Facebook, I'll make a contact for you and they'll transfer all of your shit over for you. They'll white glove the service.
Did they actually transfer it over? Because I just did a thing with Stripe going to a business account. It was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I'm 95.5% sure they'll transfer it over. I'll make the intro to you and then you guys can have the conversation and see if he would transfer it over. I'm 95.5% sure he will.
Okay. And why did you transfer over, bro? What was the reason?
I transferred over because 2 reasons. One is Stripe has an AI that reviews all disputes. And so, an example is I had a client that went through the coaching program for 12 months. Ended up hitting $10,000 to $15,000 a month. And then at the end of the program, a coach said something to him that he disagreed with. So we ended up disputing the payment on Stripe. And we had all the evidence. We had all the shit that like we fucking fulfilled on the fucking promise. And we ended up losing it because Stripe uses AI to determine who wins the dispute. And so at that moment, I was like, fuck that. Like, we're just not doing that. So that was the number 1 reason. And then the number 2 reason, Cam, is that WAP has more buy now, pay later options available. And so WAP has Klarna, Split It, and there was another one as well that Stripe did not give us access to. So those were the 2 main reasons.
Yeah, copy. All right, cool. And mate, the second question was, I do a lot of mindset work. It's probably the most amount of value I add to my clients. Just wondering if you had any, and like I've studied a heap of like Jim Rohn stuff, Anthony Robbins stuff, blah, blah, blah. Just wondered if you had any books or courses that you recommended in terms of like goal setting, morning rituals, just to sort of get other people's takes and approaches to that sort of side of things.
Yeah, I don't actually have any books that I read or listen to just because that isn't really my style of learning. The only books that I've ever read on mindset that were fucking phenomenal were Tim Grover's. There was like one that was like relentless. It was like Unstoppable, I think. They're fucking sick. He was a coach for Michael Jordan and his books are phenomenal. But other than that, I listen to Joe Dispenza pretty much every single day. And that's my mindset coach essentially.
So when you and Cole and stuff created sort of your morning rituals and stuff,
yeah,
where did that come? Was that purely like, this is what I do myself?
That's a great fucking
question. Conceptually, had you?
Nobody ever.
Because I know, like most of the courses I've done, they have some sort of.
Yeah, nobody's ever asked me that question. That's a fucking interesting question. Wow. I created the morning ritual myself, and the reason that I created it is because I learned the value of working on a skill every day when I was doing fitness competitions. So when I was doing fitness competitions, what I would do is I would pose for 10 minutes every day, and I did that 7 days of the week. And by the time I got to the fitness competition, I was the best like presenter on stage in terms of my stage presentation. So then like that taught me the value of doing one small thing every single day. And then I took that idea of doing one small thing every single day and I just applied it to other vehicles. I think lots of people talked about morning rituals, but I think for me personally, I created my own morning ritual based off of the fact that like, if you work on one thing every day and you do it for 10 minutes, like you will eventually get really good at it. So I applied that to, meditation, I applied that to journaling, et cetera.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'll get that Grover's book and have a read.
It's Winning by Tim Grover and it's Relentless by Tim Grover. Those are the 2 that I've read. Phenomenal.
Okay, sweet. Audiobooks. Awesome. Thanks, brother. Have a great day.
Good to see you. Congratulations on 40K. And I always love talking to you, bro.
Thanks, my man. Likewise.
Peace out. Arthur, my boy. Arthur, what's up?
How you doing, man? I'm doing good.
I'm doing fucking great, bro. Tell me some wins.
6K last month, recurring.
Let's go. We love that. Stoic as fuck too. I like it.
Yeah, got some good momentum going. So my question is, as you know, my niche is heavy metal And that's kind of been my messaging is I'm to be honest, I'm starting to feel like I want to either change my niche or change my messaging in some way, because the world of metal and like rock and roll is a big world. I'm noticing that I'm not really attracting my people. I'm attracting people who like the same style of music as me, but maybe just aren't on the same page in other ways of life. And so I guess I've been thinking about like, how could I change my messaging or change my content in a way that kind of is more authentic to who I am beyond just the music that I listen to. And I sort of wanted to like, I don't know, I guess get your view or opinion on that.
I'm actually not going to give you my view or opinion, but I'm going to invite Coach Dana up to fucking have a conversation with us. Because Coach Dana is ripping right now and she is doing what you want to do. So Coach Dana, you're absolutely crushing it in the rave scene. You're like fucking top rave coach. And it's like music, right? Music and fitness. So like, how do you communicate your like love for music while also like staying authentic to you as a fitness coach?
Oh my gosh. I haven't been on the spot like this. I'm honored. So yeah, my main thing is just kind of based off of, what kind of got me into the scene in the first place? Like, what was the sort of freedom that I found when I was on the dance floor, and what about my health and fitness is going to help me be able to sustain that for life? Because personally, for me, I see like a lot of people when they get into the scene, they're very much about like just like the party ambiance, the party vibe. And it's that, but it's also, in my interpretation, a celebration. It's a celebration of ourselves. It's a celebration of music and connection. And like, it's very difficult to be able to sustain that if we are not physically healthy or confident in ourselves. So my goal is ultimately, I want to shift how a lot of the narratives are in the rave scene. Now, I've been on social media for a long time, and I see a lot of these, posts talking about like how ravers, as they get older, they just like can't keep up, or they're like breaking down, and it can really impede their confidence and also make people feel, especially women, like there's not much they can do. And I'm sure that a lot of other fitness coaches can resonate with, even just generic messaging like, oh, once you're 30, your metabolism shuts off. A lot of those things, some of those mindsets really do trickle down into the rave community. And especially within the rave community, there's a lot of exposure to substances that give them energy when they're not consuming good energy, or, fake confidence that leads to delayed anxiety. These are all things that impact their health and fitness even after they got off the dance floor. So
I want to jump in for 1 second, Dana, because you're on a good train. Arthur, question for you. What about the people that you're attracting? Because you said like something about the people that you're attracting isn't quite your people in terms of like, is it because of their lifestyle habits? Like, what specifically do you mean by that?
Yeah, totally. Like just like worldviews, lifestyle habits, mentalities. Just because they like the same bands that I like doesn't necessarily mean that we are a good fit for each other. And so I kind of found that I've been working in the past. I have had clients where once I start following them on Instagram and seeing a bit more about what they are about outside of the music, it's kind of like, maybe it wasn't the best fit just because. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But so I want to touch on this because like obviously that's a passion of yours, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you built a massive following based off of your passion for metal. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So it's like, if you just change your fucking niche and you're like, I'm not speaking to metalheads anymore. It's like reach, so it's like the ideal scenario is that we integrate you. And that's why I wanted to bring up Coach Dana, because Dana's done a good job of integrating who she is in with what she likes. So it's like, I feel like part of the problem, Arthur, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that we're leaning too much into the music side and not enough into the who Arthur is side. So like, instead of changing the niche or the avatar, what if we change the messaging to be more like, who the fuck is Arthur? You understand what I'm saying?
Totally. That's actually exactly what I was getting to. Like, I don't want to change my niche. It's just that I've leaned too much into that. And it's kind of become like this, almost like this role or something that I feel like I've almost pigeonholed myself into.
Yeah.
So I want to learn how to be more like expressive of who I am so that I can attract clients who are, on the same page in that regard.
Okay. So what do you stand for and what do you believe in? Like, let's start here. So like, I want to leave politics out of it because I'm just going to advise every single person on this call to not talk about politics on your social media unless for some reason you have like a deep, deep personal connection to it and it fucking speaks to your soul and you must say something. I'm going to advise you against it as your business coach though, because as soon as you start talking about politics on social media, you're just inviting conversations that are not going to be productive to grow your coaching business. I digress. You do whatever the fuck you want. I'm advising you not to. So like, leaving politics out of it, what are some of the things that you notice that in people or character traits that you don't resonate with in some of the clients that you are currently attracting?
I think I agree with what you're saying of leaving politics out of it. It's sort of a weird situation where everything in this world has been politicized now, but it's kind of like outside of the music for me, I am really about reconnecting with traditional masculine virtues like strength, courage, honor, providing for your family, protecting for your family.
Oh.
And I feel like a lot of those things aren't celebrated so much in the music scene. The music scene to me does seem to be quite like, I don't want to get into politics, but like progressive or liberal. And I want to kind of bring a message that isn't directly talking about politics, but is talking about the virtues that are important to me and attracting those people to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So instead of, this is like, I need to get the politics out of your head. Okay. So we need to delete the word politics from your head. Because I want your business to grow, because having courage has nothing to do with being political.
No.
And being a man that takes care of your family has nothing to do with being political.
Right.
You know, having the courage to stand up for what you believe in has nothing to do with being political. That's just a core belief that you have. And so it's like, you don't have to subscribe to the right or the left ideology. Like you subscribe. This is what I'm saying is like, fuck politics. Who the fuck is Arthur and what do you believe in?
Yeah.
Like, what do you stand for and what do you stand against? You know, so if you stand for, you know, the traditional masculine man taking care and providing and respect, honor, and courage, then talk about that shit on social media and delete the word politics out of your head so you don't say anything about it, because that has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with how you stand as a man and what you believe in as a man. Does that make sense?
Totally. And I've never once spoken about politics. I have no interest in doing that. I guess what I was saying earlier is when I have followed some of my clients, I start to see their activity on social media, which is very political. And that's where I start to realize like maybe we aren't on the same page. That's the only reason I brought that up.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally hear what you're saying. Just speak about what's important to me. And I think also like, I guess just maybe calling out some of the things that I don't like about the scene to kind of repel maybe some of the people who meant to work. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree with that statement, Arthur. And I also think that like the number one thing that you have to care about, and this is for everybody, okay? The number one thing that you guys must care about is what happens within the container of your community. That is what you must care about. Like, I know that I have clients, dude, I have 2,000 fucking clients. I know that I have clients that have wildly opposing beliefs to my beliefs. I know that for a fact, I'm certain. But it's like, I'm not going to go to their social media and, you know, disagree or agree with what they're saying. If like they're doing it on their own social media, they can do whatever the fuck they want on their social media. What I deeply give a fuck about is whether or not they try to bring that into my container. Mm-hmm. If they bring that into my container and they start talking about that in my container, I have a fucking massive problem with that. And my number one focus on the container is like, yo, we're here to help each other grow. We're here to help each other become the best versions of ourselves. And the only conversations that are tolerated inside of a container like this are conversations that are in alignment with helping you grow as an individual, period. You know? So it's like, if your client have opposing beliefs to you, but within your container, they're fucking good people. Like, obviously there's exceptions to that rule. Like if somebody's an absolute fucking piece of shit and they're going out there doing like terrible things to people, that's a different, you know, there's a difference. There's like a level to that. But if they have a different worldview or a different set of beliefs than I do, and they're not bringing that into the container and sharing that with the people in the container, then it's like, dude, like let them have a different worldview and just protect your container.
Totally.
That makes sense?
Yep. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, dude, if I went to every single one of my clients' social medias and I was like, do we believe the same things? You know, it'd be a stressful time for me, brother.
Right. That's fair enough.
But I do think you're right to think along the lines of like, if that's what your container stands for, you know? So at PT Domination, we stand for helping each other grow. So like, that's the belief and that's the core message that I have for the container. And that's the message that I share with the container. And automatically, Arthur, when you start standing up for what you believe in and you start speaking out for what you believe in, and you take a stand for something that you believe in, and like automatically you're going to repel people that don't resonate with that message and attract people that do.
Gotcha. Okay. That's kind of what I needed to hear. I think I just need to stop speaking only about the music and start really speaking about what I believe in.
Yes.
The right people.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Appreciate
Is there
it.
anything else you need, King?
Nope. That's it, man. Thank you.
I want to say one more thing on this, Arthur.
Yeah.
When you start speaking about things that you believe in on social media, the expectation is that that content doesn't go viral because it's not supposed to. Sometimes it does. That's cool if it does. But like for me, when I'm speaking about content I believe in, Arthur, the most important thing that I try to think through is not like, oh, I hope this content performs well. I hope I get lots of views. The number one thing that I think about when I'm posting on content that is like something that I actually care about and something that I stand for, is this true for me? That's the number one thing that I think about when I'm posting content about stuff I believe in. Is this true for me? Because if it's true for me, then, you know, people can disagree with it all they want. You know, as an example, I posted a video the other day that were like my top 8 entrepreneurs. My favorite entrepreneurs ranked 8, like worst to favorite. I'm not going to go over it. It's funny, whatever. But it's like, that was true for me, you know? But some people in the comments are like, you're a fucking idiot, you know, like Andy Frisella should be number one. I'm like, that might be true for you. This is my truth, you know? These are my favorite. You can't put your favorite at the top of my favorite. Fuck you, you know? Long story short, it has to be like, is this true for you? And if it's true for you, then you'll feel good posting it, and it doesn't matter what anybody says.
Makes sense. Awesome. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. Good to see you. You're locked in. Arthur's locked the fuck in, right, bud? Right, brother? He's locked in. I love it. Coach Dana, what's up? Quincy,
Hey.
just so you know, Dana was next. I made her lower her hand because I brought her up and I put her on the spot. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I was honored to be brought up. That was awesome. And also, I also wanted to say, Arthur, look at the influencers in your niche, like the rock people. Like, is there anything that they promote that inherently goes against your coaching methodology? And, you know, does it go against the longevity that you want to have? You know, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years at those rock shows? Because that's something like I asked myself too, is like, where do I see myself raving in the next decade, 2 decades? And that kind of helped like bring a lot more of that vision together. And try not to like overthink what your clients are posting unless they're like vehemently racist, then, you know, that's up to you. But yeah, I totally understand, you know, where you're coming from. Now kind of into my situation. So I have a few questions and things I want some insight on. So first of all, in terms of the AI images, I was experimenting with the split screen cartoon, and I was kind of having fun with it, but I don't think that I'm able to post that because this is different than political. A lot of my clients and a lot of my friends are vehemently going after all of these AI images. I actually like created a few to save for myself. Like I actually created my alter ego self and I put that in a file. I'm like, this is just for me to look at. But I feel like I can't post it because I swear I know. Get a lot of negative.
I don't know, like people are fucked, you know? They're like going after these AI images. They're like, people are fucking weird, dude. Nick, my videographer, Nick, who's a vegan, who's an activist for a long time.
Always gotta add the vegan.
Yeah, he's a vegan for sure. But he posted a fucking AI video that he did of me, and all of his activist friends started fucking coming at him. They're like, oh, an activist now fucking using AI? It's like, dude, AI is fucking here to stay. Okay, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but it's not like you standing up with a fucking sign saying like fuck AI is gonna make people stop using it. Like it's the next thing.
I get that, and I think that as time goes, it's going to become.
I agree.
Efficient.
I agree with you. Yeah. If you think, trust your intuition. If you think it's going to cause
my
more
intuition says because of how the rave community is with these sort of things that like that would fuck me.
Just trust your trust your intuition. If you believe that that's true, then trust your intuition. And it's like, hey, Dana, you know what? It's fucking, you know, just like we got to save the fucking turtles. You know what I'm saying? Save the turtles. Don't use straws, as if that fucking did anything. But it's like this, we're in the same situation right now, you know? Like,
but you use Facebook and Instagram that have AI integrations. And that's good.
Save the fucking turtles, Dana. Don't post that post. But it's like, it's for the meantime, everyone's brainwashed. So I would avoid.
I think I'll wait for that to simmer down and just keep working on it.
Okay. So Dana, I posted a video. This is a great conversation. I posted a video. How many of you guys saw the video that I posted about 2 weeks ago where I said, I will never post something that I believe will cause damage to the reputation of my brand? How many of you guys saw that video?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, this is one of those situations, right? So it's like AI images I think it's fucking retarded that people are like going at, you know, coming after AI images. And if people want to come at me for AI images, I invite them to, because I would love that fucking smoke. But like for you, it's like, if your community is like, you know, heavy into that right now, and you believe that by posting that on social media, it would damage your brand, don't post it. You know, so it's like, that's one of those situations that you got to think through. You know, I don't fucking post things on social media that I believe will cause damage to the reputation of my brand. And that's one of those things. Is it cool to post AI images? Yep. Are they performing well on social media? Yep. Is it worth posting?
I love that it can like get your message across, so you don't have to go snap all these different pictures in these different environments. It makes it easier to share information and knowledge.
Yeah. But right now the fucking world is brainwashed, and they think that, you know, protesting against AI images is going to make a significant difference on the environment. So for now, if people are brainwashed, I just wouldn't do it.
All right, cool. And then my other thing, I was glad that you brought up the payment processes earlier, because I'm considering moving from Stripe. I just had a woman who signed up back in August, who for the first 2 months, it was like pulling teeth. I did a support call with her. She was barely filling out check-ins. I was doing my due diligence. I was giving and getting like crickets from her. She would like message me one time in a month to say, oh, I'm sick. oh, sorry, like, how can I, like, here, let me support you. What are you struggling with right now? Nothing.
Yeah.
And then she filed a charge, but she asked for a refund. And I said, I will give you the amount for the time unused in the program. I just wanted to like get her out. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is how much time is left. This is how much it's worth. I'll give that to you. She waited 2 weeks to message me back and said, oh, I want more. And I said, I can't do that. So she filed a charge back for the entire $1,800. And Stripe, I went and I'm like filing evidence and I'm still waiting for a decision. But based on, I also want to toot my own horn. I haven't had a chargeback in over a year. So I'm proud of that. But I want to see if there's a system that is better about chargebacks. So when you talked about Whoop, how's the process with dealing with chargebacks with that processor versus Stripe?
It's been better. They use humans to review the chargebacks instead of using AI. They use humans. And also like the people at WAP, I'm pretty close with the people at WAP. So anytime I've had a problem with my account, like you have a problem with your Stripe account, you ain't getting a hold of the owners of Stripe and the higher ups of Stripe. It's not happening. But WAP is like pretty close contact with the people that actually own the company. So for those reasons, I'm highly recommending it. If you do go to WAP, tell them Brian Mark sent you. Mark sent you. They'll take good care of you. Tell them Brian Mark sent you. I came here from Brian Mark.
How are the fees? Is the fees very similar to Stripe fees?
Yeah, fees are very similar to Stripe. Yeah. And then obviously if you do like Afterpay or sorry, they don't have Afterpay. They have Klarna. If you do buy now, pay later, there's a higher percentage. It's like 8% or something, which that's the same for every processor, but yeah, in my opinion, it's worth it.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna look into moving to them because I hate that I cannot find anyone to help me at Stripe.
Yeah, it's annoying. I hate it too. It's like 12 out of 10 annoying.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna move to them. Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. It is great to see you. I hope you have the best day of your entire life, and I'll talk to you soon.
I also can't wait for the next event.
Me too.
In August? You said it was August?
August. Yeah, August. Yeah.
Heck yeah, I'll be there.
Peace. Q Rush, big boy.
I know. This is good. It's actually that's why I come to the calls, because everybody's questions so far are things that I was thinking about, especially the Stripe part. So that was perfect. Real quick, you said WAP, like WAP?
Yeah, WHOP.
Oh,
I'm going to send a video right now. Everybody say hi to Ari. Say hi, Ari. Ari, these are my clients right now. I'm talking about WAP, and there's going to be a bunch of messages on Facebook. So I'm going to add you to the 10K Mastermind group chat so you can say hi to them. I'll add you to the group chat. I'll add him to the group chat so you guys can just personally DM him.
Okay, cool. Not my main question, but you said it allows you to use like Klarna and Pay Now description.
Hell yeah. Increase your
cash.
I
into that. I want to ask this now. When it comes, I never tried to do a payment plan like that. I'm like, pay me the fucking monthly or pay me the full. So I just stick with that, or do I need to be looking into this?
Yeah, so buy now, pay later options are definitely fucking awesome for collecting more paid in fulls. I don't think they should be leveraged as like the number one thing that you do and then you don't do anything else. But I think they're a good option to have if you want to leverage more paid in fulls and the prospects don't have the money to be able to afford the paid in full. So yeah, I would say I use them to collect more cash up front because I would rather get more cash up front than not.
Facts. Okay, cool. Rewind. Got my reoccurring up to 4K. So this is what earlier you just told I think Danae, shout out to you being pregnant girl. You said get your reoccurring up to 10K. And I'm like, I haven't really thought about a number to get my reoccurring to. So I think I'm going to focus on that for the meantime. And I'm glad that you were saying that, hey, your numbers might be down. Because in January, I signed quite a bit of clients, but almost all of them were monthly.
Yep.
I made 7K last month. Happy about that.
Good catch.
I got 5 new clients. So my reoccurring, actually, now that I think about it, my reoccurring is probably at 5K now, actually.
Yeah.
So happy about that. So my question is, since I've been really focused on client retention, like the last few times we talked. Yep. Client retention's up to 95%. Haven't lost one fucking client in 3 months.
Good job, bro. That's sick.
Best I've ever had. But because of that, I noticed that my content, I've kind of been overthinking it. I've been too much like connection proof post and like, oh, I better not post 2 connection posts in a row and like just really overthinking it for no reason. So my question for you is, if you were in my position and you could focus on like a content lane for the next 30 days to like get new followers and new eyeballs because I'm talking to the same people, like what would it be and why?
Yeah, so we're going to deep dive in this in content to cash, but I'll give you a fucking 60-second masterclass. I would spend 100% of my energy right now figuring out what formats are currently performing best on social media. And then I'd be communicating the information in my videos using those formats, 100% of my energy. And like, not for like every single post that you post, but obviously if your goal is to get more followers, which is what you said, then I would spend energy on figuring out ways to post when I'm posting value content that's like more awareness based. Q, Like the value content that's more awareness based, I'd be doing split screens. I'd be doing text on screen. I'd be doing lists. Like, have you seen those videos where it's like, this is bad for weight loss. This is good for weight loss. This is excellent. That type of shit.
My split screen post is the best I've had so far.
Yeah. Split screens, fucking AI caros. Like, you got to figure out what formats are currently trending on social media and double down on those formats. I also think Q, if your recurring's at 5K, then you can afford to do a boosted post for like 10 to 20 bucks a day. If you're going to do a boosted post, choosing a highly targeted post that's directed ideally at your ideal client avatar that has very specific messaging. That's like, if you are this type of person that's looking for this type of result, and then maybe giving some value in the video and then asking them to follow you. So those would be the two things I focus on. Is number one is communicating the value that you have to communicate in a format that's currently trending on social media. And number two, I would focus on getting a highly targeted boosted post up for like 10 to 20 bucks a day.
All right. Because I was thinking, what was it, Cameron? I just went and looked at his page and I'm like, he made 40K with 1,500 followers. And I relates to my fucking, well, I only have 3K followers. So it's like.
So an example I want to show you. So like, this is like a piece of conversion content. And this, like, if I just talked about a posting schedule, I'll probably do dog shit. But this is a viral format right now, right? And it's like the fucking list format. So it's a 100K per month posting schedule. And it's just, I'm just giving away, like, I could just do a talking video about this Q, which is typically speaking what I used to, you've obviously followed me for like years, Q. So like, I used to deliver a video like this by just being like, here's a posting schedule, did 100K a month, blah, blah, blah. And then I would just talk, but those formats are doing dog shit right now. So I take that information that I would typically do in a talking video and I deliver it in a format that's viral. And now as a result of that, this video has 2,900 likes, 207 comments, and I don't know how many views it has. I think it has like 100,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I never made one like that before.
So. Yeah, so you got to know what formats are popping and then trying to communicate your message. Yeah, this one has 119K views. Same thing here. Yeah, 6 rules of viral content, and it's just 50,000 views. And these, if I tried to do a talking video with the 6 rules of viral content, this right here, same thing. Stories at 10K a month, you know? So figure out the formats that are currently performing the best. And like, here's an example. Like, look at this. So this video, ranking top entrepreneurs, there's a listing videos right here. Look at the difference between the views in this video, Q, and the views on this video.
I missed
and
it.
this is just a straight talking to the camera video.
I missed the views, but yeah.
The views, 17K views on this one.
Yeah.
And then fucking 68K on this one.
Shit.
Only difference, bro, is the fucking talking format, is the format, right? Because if I would have done a talking video that's like, these are my top favorite entrepreneurs, number one is this, guaranteed it wouldn't have performed as well. Because like these videos where I'm just talking to the camera just don't perform as well. So I want to take the information that I'm trying to communicate and communicate them in a format that is currently trending, like this.
No, and it's literally almost the same video as far as like the visual of it.
You just got to change the format to what people are receiving.
And yeah, fuck. And I have been doing mostly talk to camera video, which I love talking. It's good. I can do that, but
it's good. You can do that, but you can do that. You can do that with fucking lists. You can do that. You can do that with fucking, point into your shit. It's not that hard.
For sure. And so I know like never go 100% on one content piece, but would say for numbers sake, 67% just focus on awareness and new followers, maybe boost the post, and then obviously still do my proof and shit, of course.
Yeah, it would be 50-50 still. So I still follow the 50-50 rule. So like right now I'm posting 8 times a day, which I'm not recommending that to anybody. That's a psychopath level of posting, and I have a full media team. So I digress. But for the posts that I post, Q, are like awareness. And then for the posts that I post are conversion. So I follow my own methodology of 50% of the content is awareness, 50% is conversion. And then for the awareness pieces, Q, all of them are in viral formats, some way, shape, or form of like whether that's a split screen, whether that's a list video, whether that's an AI caro, etc.
Wait, I should know the answer to this. I get the awareness. What's conversion content technically?
Conversion content is social proof content that's like highly targeted towards your ideal client demographic. Conversion content is fucking value. Like this is the step-by-step process that my client Sarah used to drop 20 pounds. This is the exact meal plan that we use. Blah, 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 blah.
Cool. Got it. All right, cool. This has been a lot of help. Thank you. I appreciate you. Best in the
business. Rush. Good to see you, brother. I hope you have the best day of your whole fucking life. Okay, bro. Peace out. What's up, Phil?
Hey, what's going on, Brian? Excited to be here.
Yeah, bro. Good to see you. I'd love to hear an update because I remember when you first started, it was like a slower start. So give me an update, bro. I want to hear everything.
Yeah. So this is actually a good intro for the question. I started my Instagram page at Proving Grounds a long time ago, back when it was just a side hustle. Never had any hopes of making any money with it. And it was basically just a faceless brand aimed at giving value to CrossFit athletes. Now, since we started working together, I shifted more towards high level or high ticket sales and one-on-one coaching. But the problem is a lot of the people I'd attracted up to that point were pretty advanced athletes, and they're not really interested in paying $300 a month, right? So now I'm shifting to help busy working dads, which is also where I'm at in my life. So it's a good fit. And I've shifted a lot already in terms of the content. It's more focused on mindset, family, and nutrition habits.
Nice.
Rather than just like these crazy ass workouts.
Yeah.
And the bio already says like, I help busy working dads look and feel like a superhero. So a lot of steps have already been taken.
Yep.
Now I'm thinking about changing the handle from Proving Grounds to Fit Dad Phil, which feels kind of like a big step because it's not something that you can just go and undo really quickly. Question is like, do you feel like this is the right move before I pull the trigger?
Yeah, I love it. So I wanted to just ask you one question. Do you feel 100% confident with the avatar that you're speaking to? And do you feel 100% aligned with the avatar that you're speaking to?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, this is where I'm at in my life. So it's easy for me to help these guys and to create content for them to resonate with the struggles that they have. And yeah, so I'm comfortable with who I'm helping and that I could help them. It's just like I put years and years of work into building this brand, and now to just kind of like say like, okay, goodbye. Feels a little weird.
Yeah, it's we call it like killing your baby, you know?
Yeah.
It's like when you like build this identity around this thing, and then you just like, but it's like, bro, in order to get to the next level, you need to be willing to let go of the old version of you, you know? Yeah. And this is a good example of like, that's a perfect fucking version of like letting go of the old version of you. So as your business coach and as a guy that like, you know, that sees the type of work ethic that you put in, and I saw the type of work ethic that you put into building this old brand. It's like, yeah, dude, I think you should commit. I think you should commit to Fit Dad Phil and fucking make it the best Instagram page on the internet for fit dads.
All right. Hell yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Okay, bro. Appreciate you. Good to see you, bro. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, sir.
Talk to you soon. Peace out. What's up, Carter? Big boy.
What's up, man? So a few things. One, just a reminder, we were going to try to get a tutorial from you. I know you said you could do the split screen in CapCut.
Oh, fuck.
But I think we did it once a long time ago and haven't really been able to figure out how to do it again. So yeah.
Sorry. One sec.
You're all good. You're all good. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the tutorial right now. I fucking completely forgot my videographers are right here, so I'm getting it right now. Sorry, go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Yeah, and then so that, and then listen to the scathing message from Cole today, a couple hours ago, and he was going on about DMs and stuff like that. And so we like sometimes we'll do well with sending a bunch of DMs, but we don't have like big numbers. We just do pretty good sales. Like we haven't done anything less than 15 in the past few months. We got 2,000 followers. So sometimes we're like trying to figure out who to reach out to because it's a lot of the same people. Unfortunately, the newest people I think I was telling you about the Kenyan shilling. Like I got a bunch of people from Kenya for whatever reason, but not happening in the DMs. You know what I mean? Yep. It's like so anyways, just how to go after and start sending DMs when your following isn't particularly big and you're not getting huge numbers as far as new people coming to your page. And then obviously we're probably in a position where we could spend money on a boosted post. So just some advice as far as which post, you don't have to go to the content or anything, but just like what type of post you think is.
So two things that I want to say. So number one, good self-awareness in terms of like it's like you kind of like knew what the answer was. And so if you have the revenue, you guys are making 15K a month, like you and Britt. And so if you have the revenue to be able to deploy on starting to experiment around with like boosted content, like now would be the time to start experimenting with that revenue because your guys' organic content is good because you guys have been locking in. So I would definitely invest in a boosted post, and you guys can start with an extremely small budget to see how the boosted post performs before you actually fully commit to the strategy. I will also let you guys know that we have clients in the program that are doing $100,000 a month, and their only strategy is boosting posts to a certain level. All they do is boost posts, and they're spending like $400 a day, getting 400 followers, starting 400 conversations, booking 5 to 7 sales calls a day, and that's how they make all of their revenue. That being said, we can start with like something really small to just like fucking dip your toe in the water, $20 a day. That's all you need to do. Now, Britt and Carter, when I'm assuming Brittany's going to do the boosted post, so I'm just going to talk to her. I know you're just a face, Carter. Don't fuck around. So, Britt, when you're looking for a post to boost, you want to look for a post to boost that would like be where Carter looks like the leader of the avatar that he's speaking to, and the message that he's communicating is directed at that avatar specifically. So a bad example of that would be like, if you're on a fat loss journey and you're trying to like, figure out what foods to eat, here's exactly what you should do. A good example of that would be like Carter jacked in the gym being like, if you're a dad over 40 and you don't have the body that you want, I'm going to give you a sample workout routine that you can do 3 days a week to get you back in shape. That's a good example. So we want to look for a post where Carter looks like the leader for the avatar he's speaking to, and the message in the video is targeted directly at that person. It doesn't have to be a talking video as well, because I know you guys do B-roll videos. It can be B-roll videos, but I would assume one of the posts that would do really well is Carter, where you're just standing there and you're just like open, raw, authentic, talking to the camera about like being a better dad and being a fit dad. Like almost like the hero video that you guys showed me a while ago, where you like showed Carter like doing push-ups and like walking around with the kids and stuff like that. So I would assume one of those videos would perform really well.
Okay. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. All right, guys.
Appreciate you, brother.
Enjoy Mexico. Britt, I love your sombrero.
Thank you.
See you guys. Peace out.
Peace, brother.
Jai, what's up, big dog?
Hey, Brian. How are you, man?
Amazing, bro. Tell me some wins.
I love that new car.
Thank you, brother. Thank you
That's
very
awesome,
much.
bro. Hey,
Thank you.
look, niche finally dialed in, and new content is going up, so I'm pretty happy about that. Goal now is to start booking calls. So I've just got a couple of questions for you today. Number one, what website do you recommend using to get photos of food with no background for food comparison posts, the list posts?
Oh, dude, if you're going to do, you can get photos with background or food with background, and then just go to like remove.bg, and then it'll remove the background for you.
Remove.bg. So that's
Yeah.
the good for fat loss, bad for fat loss.
Yeah, that's a good question. Nobody's ever asked me that. Remove.bg. So upload the photo to remove.bg. It'll remove the background for you. I don't know if I've never tried this, but I'm assuming you probably also upload the photo to ChatGPT and say remove the background. I've never tried it, but you could, like, it might work.
Right, because I was doing it all on Canva the other night, and it took hours just removing all the backgrounds. I couldn't.
You drew it out?
Some of them, yeah.
You're wild, bro. Canva has a background remover.
Oh shit!
You just click a fucking button, bam.
So that's how everyone does it, because everyone else looks so clean. It's like the chicken breast had like just no lines around it. It was perfect.
Yeah, dude, that's AI, bro.
All right, cool. So remove.bg, and that will sort that out.
Yeah.
Done. Thank you, man. One more thing. What is the best AI tool to use to recreate already viral scripts into my own words?
Sandcastles.ai.
Okay,
Sandcastles.ai. There's a reel I'm going to send you that we recorded. I'll send it to you. I'll post in the group chat.
Oh, thanks, man. I thought Sandcastles was only to find viral scripts and to get the actual script of that viral video.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, but just to recreate that viral script. So then, like when I make it, the person that actually originally made it doesn't feel like I've kind of copied it word for word. Is there an AI tool that I can plug that script in and say, look, create this into my own?
Yeah, I understand. Manus.ai would be the tool that you would use.
Right. So just simply get that script from Sandcastles.
Take that script. I think my video goes over this too. But yeah, you would take that script from Sandcastles, you would plug it into Manus, and then if you guys don't have this app on your computer, you need to get it. It's fucking lit. It's manus.im. And then you just go to Manus and you would just say something like this, Jai. So this is, everyone to type this in the chat. It's called Whisper Flow. Whisper Flow. Looks like this. It's this one right here. Download this app, because then, Jai, what you do is you just paste it in the script and you'd say something like this. Please rewrite me this script in my own words. I target busy men over 35 years old that struggle to lose 10 to 15 pounds of body fat. I want you to use the same viral template, but I want you to insert specific words that would target my ideal client avatar, but use the viral script template in order to create the framework. And then, and then it would just, it should pop up. It's so funny. I was trying to do a tutorial and of course it's fucking glitching out when I'm doing the tutorial. That's hilarious. Oh, there it is right there. Boom.
Perfect.
Yeah. It literally just did it. That's hilarious.
Perfect. So cool. Sandcastles to get the viral scripts.
Yeah.
Plug it into Manus, and then I can fine tune the script so it sounds a little bit different.
Yeah, you got it.
Awesome, man. Legend. I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day.
Appreciate you, bro. Talk to you soon.
Hey, thank you, mate. Have a
Peace
good
out.
day.
Julian, what's up? Did we get richer this week or what?
Man, I was so close to be rich, and I want you to be proud of me, but I fuck up the last two ones.
No way. What happened?
I'm a loser. I'm a fucking.
What happened?
So I had this guy on the call like 4 days ago. He closed for 5,000, and then he was still talking with me in message. He didn't close on the phone because it was not possible. I don't know, it's some bullshit, but still was texting me everything. Everything went well. I on a call one more time with him. He told me, listen, Wise, they want me, I don't know, $120 of I don't know, the for the conversion or something. I tell him, okay, I'll take on my side and everything. So cool, no problem. And then he just sent me that he wired the money, but I will see the money on Sunday. But on Wise, you see the money automatically. So I'm not sure about that one. So I don't believe him so much. And the other one just got on the phone with one guy, also took the 3. I went for 5,500. He say, okay. And then he just slipped out of the conversation, still texting me. So I still like a little hope.
So let's go back. They're almost $10,000 richer. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to the fucking guy that. So the guy that, we'll do one at a time. The guy that you were gonna close on the call, but you couldn't. What happened after the call? So immediately, what happened?
Immediately after the call, what happened? Let's see. What's the message? I don't remember exactly, but it was like I just asked him if he can send me a video. So this is the way I jump back on the videos of his forehand, so I can see deeply how it works. So he sent me the video and we start analyzing together. So he was engaging and was emotional. So I got him one more time. And then he was saying me, okay, let's talk tomorrow. I say, yeah, just go through the link and then we can book time, blah, 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 blah. And then one more time, like this 4 days. I felt it like strange, but still, and we have also big difference on time zone. He's in America and I'm in Austria. So it was like this. And then today we opened a quick call and he told me that, yes, he's ready, that he has a little injury in New York and then he's back in Miami, blah, blah. And I say, okay, cool, no problem. Let's start. We book time. So I pushed to book time already and everything. And he said, okay, I'm going to wire the money. And he just texted me like 15 minutes ago. I wired the money and it's going to come on Sunday.
But maybe it's international. You ever done an international wire?
I don't know. I work with Wise, you know the Wise?
Yeah. It's international wires will take time. Did you ask him to send you a screenshot?
Okay,
I'm dead ass.
I'll
be like, yeah, just send me a screenshot so I can confirm it on my end.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a follow up. So I actually like the idea of, you're getting them to send you a video after the follow up. That's a good idea. But then once he sends you the form video, I would send him a video back and I would tell him all the things he fucked up on.
Okay. Video.
Yeah. So send a video back and then be like, I'm not a tennis coach, so I'm gonna pull this out of my fucking ass.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, looking at your video, there's obviously a lot of things that we need to fix. There's a lot of things that we need to improve. The way that you swing your wrists like this obviously is not fucking good. And we need to completely change the way that we're doing the flow. So if you don't change that, then obviously that's going to really negatively impact your game. So yeah, I'm 100% confident that I can help you solve this problem. There's a couple things that we can do immediately to change your swing in order to get the better result. So I'm super excited. This is going to be awesome. And by the end of the program, you're going to be one of the best tennis players on the fucking competitive thing that you're fucking doing. All right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know that we've got a follow-up call booked in tomorrow. So once we get the follow-up call booked in, then we'll book our first session where we're actually going to start doing the internal work that will actually fix all the things that you're doing wrong in your swing. I'm looking forward to it, brother. And I'll see you on tomorrow's coaching call for our follow-up. Take care, bro. And I'm looking forward to chatting. So you basically tell him that he's fucking up on a bunch of shit. And then you're 100% confident that you can help him solve this problem so that you can get to the specific result that he's hoping to achieve. And then you book the follow-up call. And here's the rule. Write this down, Julian. Okay. Because when you sell high tickets, sometimes you have to take 2 calls. Write this down. You always collect the cash on the phone. Always. Even if it's a follow-up. I don't fucking let follow-ups pay over text ever because buyers are liars. And these motherfuckers, when they're sitting there with a fucking $5,000, $3,000, $2,000 payment link, are going to sit on their ass for that payment link. And I know that because I do that sometimes. Somebody will send me a payment link for something that I'm like, I want to buy. And I said, I'm in for it. And I'll sit on that for like a day or two. And then I'm like, oh yeah, shit, I should probably do that. So I don't fucking like playing that game, So for me, if I can't collect on the phone, then I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. He's like, I'm 100% in. Let's do it. I'm like, okay, great. Let's book in a follow-up call because I need to walk you through the onboarding step by step so I can show you exactly what we're going to do. So when would you like to book in for a follow-up so we can just take care of everything all at once? Okay. And then you book in for the follow-up at a time that works and be like, ideally within the next 24 hours, later on in that day is even better. And then on that call is when you first step, let's take care of the payment. So then take care of the investment. I just sent you the link. So go ahead and take care of that. Let me know once you're all done. And then I'll wait here and I'll walk you through the next steps of the onboarding.
Okay, perfect. That's right. What you say is that all the clients that I'm signing right now, because we moved to 3,000, they all sign up only on the second call. No one asked, no, maybe one asked, no, even the one that I closed.
Is your wifey there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The one I closed today.
Yeah.
I closed someone really today. And it was the second call also, same.
Yeah.
Last night I talked to him and in the morning was like a few more questions. I said, okay, let's open a call and boom, I closed the guy.
Yeah, that's great. So then, Julian, I would just design your sales process around that, knowing that most of your clients will close on the second call because it is a higher ticket item. And we notice that sometimes too with our really high ticket items, Julian, like when I'm working with $1 million Mastermind prospects, I would say that $1 Million Mastermind, it's a $30,000 program. So I would say that that closes on the first call, 1 out of every 3 or 4 times. Usually it's always on a follow-up. So we design the sales process to be able to handle that. So we know that typically they're going to be 2 calls. So we don't necessarily push super fucking hard on the first call. And we just once we make the offer, if they say that they're in, blah, 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 we're great. We'll try to get them to take care of the investment on the call. If they're not willing to take care of the investment on the call, then we just have a really dialed in follow-up process. And it is what I just articulated to you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Second guy, talk to me about the second guy.
So there was another guy, I think also one more time, that want to start in April because the weather and stuff like that. So I had what you say, it's not deposit. So I took a deposit. I was proud of myself, even though $100, but it's not going to change. Maybe it's going to fly, but still I made it.
Yeah. That's great.
So the
That's
second
great.
guy is like a father of a girl. She's 10 years old. She's practicing in Florida, Miami, ever. They have money for sure because they practice in a very expensive academy. And she has the father is an engineer. So everything what is biomechanics, they're crazy about that. You know, everything.
Yeah.
He has a PhD. They know this kind of knowledge. So they love it. So we went through, I told him, okay, one shot is 5,000 for ground stroke. And if you want only one stroke, it's 3,000. What are you interested in? So I'm interested also on the serve, but let's start by the ground stroke. He said, okay, no problem, start. And he asked for a price. I said, listen, if you want a price, I can make 5,500 with the serve. So I include the serve. So he said, okay, I'm good with that. Still talking, blah, 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 blah. And he didn't close on the phone. So he'd find his way out. So he was watching me and I said, okay, so let's move on. Let me help you with stuff. We talk about timing, about time zone, about when he has a practice, blah, 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 blah. And then after he sent me, send me some video of the backend and we still in message. But now I say, I just saw that you didn't went through the link.
You got to get this motherfucker on the phone.
I'm going to get the motherfucker.
Yeah. You got to get him on the phone. Don't fucking, as soon as you're like, because now you're chasing him, you know? You're chasing him. So you have a video from his daughter, right?
Yeah, so he sent me, I saw, you see, she's going backward, and then he's like very engaged in the conversation because when, it's very emotional, so it's easy to bring them into emotions.
Yeah.
So I bring her into emotion, and I just sent in the message that, yeah, man, I just saw my team told me that you didn't close the link. So I need you to go. If there's something you want to talk or discuss more, maybe you can go on another call. So this is what I did. I tried to push to another call right now.
Yeah. So write this down, Julian. Always book the follow-up call on the call.
Okay.
That's the rule. Okay. So if I don't close on the call, I will always close on the call. Like I'll get some sort of close, that's the rule in sales. So if you can't close on the deal, which is the fucking goal, then try to close on the deposit, which is the next goal. And obviously like deposit, it's different if somebody it wants to start in like 2 months, then you try to go for a deposit. But if somebody's like, I'm in, I just need blah, 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 blah. Cool. Let's get you booked in for a follow-up so that you have some time to whatever the fuck you just said. I've got some time tomorrow. Do you want to just do the same time tomorrow? Does that work for you? Okay. No, that doesn't work for me. I've got work. Okay, cool. What about, I've got tomorrow night. Would you prefer earlier or later? Later. Okay, cool. Let's do 2 hours later from now. How does that sound? Sounds great. Done. Let's lock it in.
Okay. So I think it's good because really most of what I'm closing is after the second call, only after the second. Okay, so it sucked, but it's on the good direction.
No, it's good. Dude, first motherfucker asked for a screenshot. Second motherfucker, get this guy back on a call.
I'll do that.
Okay, bro. Go get Richard.
Okay, so now I have a question.
Okay.
If I want to build a community after that, because I'm selling also already the community in the call. So I'm telling them, okay, and then they say, after that, what will happen? And if you have a contract and blah, blah, blah. I say, listen, after we finish the program, then there is my community and we will talk after that about, because nothing is ready. So I say, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
What should I charge for like maybe one time a week, a Zoom call, and everybody can ask any question you want. They can upload, let's say, their videos and I can correct them and stuff like this. How much should I charge to build maybe a community? So I have also like in the back end.
How much is your actual program right now? It's $5,700 for 3 months or $5,700 for 5 weeks?
No, 5 weeks, $3,000.
5 weeks, $3,000. Okay. So then if you did $1,000 a month, I feel like that would be reasonable. Somewhere in the $500 to $1,000 a month range. Yeah, I would say.
Between 5 to 50.
Yeah, between 500 to 1,000 because you get 10 people on that. That's $10,000 a month. Bam.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Another question. As a tennis coach, to make the sales calls, sometimes, I don't know if it's like the same, you know what I mean? Because we have this kind of, I don't know how we say it, integrity or something that everybody's looking as a tennis coach is like, it's very important for the parents, very important for everybody.
Yeah.
To go on the call and to sell myself, maybe I will make more money if I take somebody to make the sales call and to sell me as a coach. I know it's different in fitness, but in tennis.
No, it's not. No, it's not fucking different. No, sales is sales is sales. I also think that's a fucking, I'm just going to be direct with you because we're friends. That's a fucking stupid idea. Until we're at like $25,000 to $30,000 a month, you should definitely not even consider that because you need to know how to close your offer on a very high level. And like, I want you to think about this for a second, okay? Julian, if you were as good as you think you are at tennis, you should be comfortable selling these motherfuckers because you would know that when they pay you, you're going to make them better.
Yes, this is for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So like, that's a level of confidence and certainty that you need to sell from, So like, I think as a tennis coach, that's the best. It's like, that's the level for me. It's like when I'm selling personal training, business coaching, I'm 100% confident in every single sales call that I go into because I know the other mentorship programs that are out there. And I know that if you guys go and hire a different mentor, you're going to get a shitty experience. So I'm 100% confident in my offer when I'm pitching it and presenting it and talking about it. I have no problem doing it. So it's like, you need to develop that rock solid certainty. And like this, you're not selling them. You're literally giving them a fucking opportunity to become a great tennis player. This isn't a sales call. This is an opportunity for you to become a better tennis player. You just need to decide if you want to do that or not.
Okay, got you.
Okay. Anything else?
First message to the follower. Should I do this or no need?
I don't think you need it because I think it'll overwhelm your DMs. If your content stops going viral for whatever fucking reason you can, but I think it would make things messier, not cleaner, in my opinion, for you.
Okay, cool. Perfect, man. You just send me a message. I'll let you know.
Hey, come on, Julian. Let's go.
I'll let you know what's happened.
Okay, bro.
I maybe have a couple of questions. I'm thinking through. It's a big amount of commitment. Give me a day or two for the payment.
Okay. Be like, yeah, that's totally fine. Be like, so here's what I'd say. Actually, you don't respond right away. You look like a desperate fucking dork. But like, give it like 30 to 45 minutes. And then I reply, be like, yeah, I totally respect that. It is a big commitment, but it's also 100% going to improve your daughter's game. I'm 100% certain of that. Let's hop on a call tomorrow for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Regardless of whether or not you decide to move forward, I'd love to help you come up with a game plan to make sure that you guys are set up for success.
Let's get the guy, man. I'll let you know.
Okay, bro. Talk to you soon.
Thanks,
Peace
man.
out. What's up, Corey Story?
Not really a question. Just wanted to share a win because I had a moment that I felt like B-Mark would be proud of this. So I wanted to share it with you. Yeah. So I had someone on a call and I was like going into the call, like this guy's for sure going to join. Like no doubt in my mind, which is the energy I really want to be bringing to all my calls because
that's my 2026 energy, you know?
Yeah. That's my 2026 energy. And I know that like when people come in, they're going to get great value and they're going to change their life. So that's the energy that I'm carrying. And that's how I'm moving, operating forward. And some people that I've been having conversations with, I'm like, I don't feel like I want you in my program. So like, I don't even invite them into a call. And that's been feeling really good. Although I do feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, am I leaving money on the table? I'm like, fuck that. Like, I'd rather preserve the integrity of my program and myself than like try to pull in people that don't feel aligned. So that's been feeling really good. And then this guy that got on the call, I got to a point at the end of the call where he was just like, okay, yeah, everything sounds good. I'm like, I feel really good. I just need to kind of check my finances on things. And that's where like old me kind of would have caved. And I didn't cave. I stayed in like a place of, oh yeah, totally all good. Like no pressure, feeling good about it. Just kind of talked through it and got him to be like, yeah, okay. Like, so which are you feeling is like, what are you really feeling like you need to talk about? Like, think about, is it like, you're just not sure to do the month to month or like the upfront? He's like, yeah, blah, blah. Like, and I was like, well, which one are you feeling more aligned to? He's like, probably the upfront to save a little bit of money. And I was like, totally get that, man. So like, why don't you go check your finances real quick and I'll get this email over to you. And then he was just like, all right. And then he went away to check his finances and he's like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, come on, Corey Story.
And I was just like, there we go. And I feel like that was a moment I could have let him go and it would have just turned into this awkward thing. But that's not the energy we're operating from. So I pulled him in. And
dude, you know what's funny? It's like that. So if you think about that moment, Corey, and then you multiply that by however many sales calls you're going to have this year, like that's what makes the difference between a business that does $8,000 a month and $25,000 a month.
Yeah,
it's that. You know,
right? It's
like being willing to stay in the pocket for just a little bit longer. You know?
Yeah. I was surfing.
Yeah, I was surfing in the pocket.
We were riding the wave. And I was just like, it's okay. We're not down. We're not out. We're good. Yeah. We're good. Just go check your finances real quick. It only takes you a minute. Like, what do you need to do? Open up your bank account, see how much money's in there, see if you can like wire that over. Like, you're good, dude. Don't even worry about it. And then if you're telling me that you're thinking 6 months like up front, then I know you got at least enough to get started. So if you're gonna go check your finances and then you're gonna come back and be like, oh well, like I actually don't have this 6 months. I'll be like, okay, well let's just get you started with the month to month then.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's sick. I felt like that was a really good moment for me, and I just wanted to share that with you, and I appreciate it.
I love it, bro. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, bro. I love that. All right, y'all. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for being my clients. I deeply appreciate having these conversations every single week. I hope everyone on this call has the best of their entire life. Hope you guys go out there, change the fucking world, have an amazing day, and all the fucking things, okay? Love y'all. See you guys next week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at @TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.